Welcome everyone. My name is Garam, and today's topic is about when you just want to quit and you're tired of trying. Let's get started. Have any of you rowed a rowboat before? I went rowing a month ago, and I remember feeling excited to get started. Then when I got started, I got exhausted real quick. This exhaustion made me want to quit. I later found out that the technique I was using to row was making me exhausted. I feel like we can find ourselves in a similar situation. You ever wanted to just quit? I have. And I'm here to say that wanting to quit comes from grinding in your own strength. That anxiety and overwhelming feeling is coming from the thoughts of not knowing how this will be overcome in your own strength. Here are some Bible verses to meditate on when you want to quit. Matthew chapter 19, verse 26 says, Jesus looked at them and said, "With man, this is impossible, but with God, all things are possible." It is impossible with man because we cannot do life in our own strength. Why do you think so many people struggle with the ways of the world? Because they believe it's the only way, plus they are looking for comfort in all the wrong places. When you invite God into your circumstances, He will be able to reveal a way when it seems like there's no way out. Ephesians chapter 3, verse 20 says, "Now to Him who is able to do above and beyond all that we ask or think according to the power that works in us." When you find yourself overwhelmed or can't seem to see a way out, remember that as a follower of Christ, you have His power working inside of you. Just to be clear, this doesn't mean you will have a life without tension, but rather you can use His power to provide guidance, comfort, and to feel joy and peace despite your circumstances. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 29 to 31 says, "He gives strength to the faint and strengthens the powerless. Youths may become faint and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who trust in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not become weary. They will walk and not faint." When you invite God into your circumstances and share your innermost feelings, God will renew your strength. This renewal of strength that God gives us will help us soar above our circumstances. Philippians chapter 1, verses 4 to 6 says, "In all my prayers for all of you, I always pray with joy because of your partnership in the gospel from the first day until now, being confident of this, that He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus." Lastly, remember that God is not done with you yet. You don't have to go through life alone. God's power is within you, and when you invite Him into your circumstances, He will renew your strength. I also believe in the power of finding a great community of Christ followers where you can share your struggles. I know how challenging it can be to open up about yourself, especially when you are going through a hard time. But when you share with others, it gives them an opportunity to support you and pray for you, and it also eases a lot of the burden off of yourself. The next time you want to quit or you're tired of trying, ask yourself if you've been grinding in your own strength and if you've been inviting God into your circumstances. The longer you rely on your own strength, the more weary, discouraged, and restless you will be. I know that rest is often used in terms of spending time with God, but I'm beginning to realize that rest can also be letting go of relying on yourself. For those of you who are currently in a storm, refer back to these scriptures and really meditate on them. Continue to speak God's truth over your circumstances.